Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and we are back with what is probably the penultimate episode now of our Jurassic Lagoon thingamajiggy. Now, once again, big thanks to everyone who commented in the last video with general suggestions, everyone who commented on the QT with name suggestions, they've all been folded in. Just a reminder, because people are still commenting on the video with name suggestions, I'm not going to use name suggestions that are commented on the video. If you want to leave a name suggestion, do so at the QT link. Just check in the description, you will find it right there. Now, before we get started too much with today, I have named our dinosaurs. I really like this island. I have named our dinosaurs from the last island. I think I've also made the decision to put a path here, but we'll have a little think about that. So, we have our Spinosaurs. It's called Cayman. This was a very popular suggestion. Cayman and Cuddles. It's ironic. Terry, and this is the only time I take two from one person. Terry and Steve, the Irwins. Steve should be dead, but that's okay. Terry's not dead, right? I don't think so. Everyone loves Steve anyway. And in our Sugmouses, we have Ducky, and we have Sprinkles. We're really going all in on the whole cutesy names that don't fit the dinosaur thing, aren't we? That seems to be the theme for tonight, but not complaining. I've also added a little bit more water, as you can see, into the Spinosaurus exhibit, because it was a little bit on the dry side. Now, we're going to work on our penultimate exhibit, our probably, yep, by quite a margin, I'd say, well, by a little margin, our biggest exhibit. Now, you'll notice I've already put the fence in. We're going to do all our exhibit design work in a minute, but I've not put a path in. I've been thinking and racking my brain and different ways to make this just a little bit more interesting, and what I think we're going to do is not put a path in at all. What we're instead going to do is have the monorail come in and basically circle the entire thing. So you'll go and you'll do a full tour. Oh, look at the lights on the fences starting to spark up there. You'll go and you won't be able to walk around this island, but you'll kind of see it as you go to the final island. So the monorail's going to come down here, go like this, and we'll find a way to sort of squeeze it around and like so it goes around the whole thing basically, and then it heads down here for the final exhibit. Now the final exhibit, I think we're going to do an Indoraptor thing or a Spinoraptor thing. I think the Spinoraptor is quite a cool dinosaur. I think it kind of fits the lagoon thing, given the Spinosaurus element, so we're going to save that for the last one. This one, we're just going to, I haven't really thought it through, to be honest, folks. We're just going to shove a bunch of stuff in and hope for the best. We are going to do some Deinonychus. I know we always do Deinonychus, but that's because Deinonychus is just really, really good for this kind of thing. It just looks perfect, you know? It really does. I think we're going to have a lot of them. We're going to mess around. We've not done much gene modification stuff so far. So what I'm thinking is like a full-on, humongous pack of them. And we can do that with Deinonychus. We can, oh boy, we can, yeah. So we can go all the way up to 9 to 14. Now the viability is minus 24%, which is a little bit brutal. So we should get this started nice and early, I think. We might need to go full in on viability. We are definitely going to have to go in full on viability. And that just about takes it. That's still... Oh, wait, no. Minus... Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah. No, that's maths. So this is still minus 5% viability, despite all three of them being on there. So this is going to take a little bit of time. And we need... How many do we need? Minimum? We'll go for the maximum, though. Let's just have bloody loads of them. Why not? We're going to have 14 Deinonychus. So let's get started. There's 2 jungle pattern ones. And they're going to be hanging around here for quite a long time, so let's give them some food, shall we? Now, whilst we're waiting for those, pushing all those out, we should... I'm wondering if I can maybe... You know what I could maybe do? Yeah, let's do this. This is a better idea. I think we can probably squeeze 2 labs in here. I think we definitely can, can't we? Going to be slower for a second, but long term, it should be for the best. There we go, that's one. Yeah, there we go, good stuff. It's going to double my dinosaur production. Oh, that is, I mean, that's a masterpiece right there. So I'm thinking, like the Deinonychus, oddly enough, in our Isla Nublar Botanical Gardens, we're going to go for like a big hill in the middle, maybe on this right-hand side. I don't know, it's quite a large exhibit. I want it to feel interesting and varied, you know? So to do that, I'm going to start shoving some stuff at it, basically. I'm going to make a big old hill over here on the right. Some people suggested a hill, not many people suggested exhibit ideas per se. I want it to feel quite natural, but I do want it to be noticeably tall at one side, this side over here. Without ruining the lagoon aesthetique, which is difficult to do because, you know, as soon as you put in the hill, it kind of destroys all the water, so we need to toughen those up a little bit at the edges. I do want the water to still be right to the edge of the exhibit, because that's kind of the whole point. But yeah, that's all right. We're gonna mess around the left a little bit as well, but it's just for the sake of something feeling a little bit different than all the others. Right. So let's pump out some dinosaurs. Success rate, success rate, success rate, and this one, success rate. I will probably have to skip forward a little bit because this is gonna take a while. But we're gonna have dinos for days. Jungle. Now I need 14, alright? So 14? I'm gonna say it was 14. One. So with the what skins do we want? I think we want the Taiga and the jungle and the vivid and the rainforest. That's 4. Alpine is white, not that appropriate. Okay, we're gonna stick with those 4 because those are all bright, vivid, rainforest-esque colours, whereas the other 2 are a little bit more dull. So we can do 3 of each and 4 of 2 of them. And my favourite, we'll do 3 of the jungle one because I don't actually love the jungle one that much. And then we'll do 4 of one of my favourite ones, which is rainforest. And is it vivid or is it Taiga? Is it vivid or is it Taiga? I don't know. Green or purple? What are we feeling? Eeny, meeny. That's going to take too long. I'll just do it like this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a dino by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, we're going for vivid. So Taiga. 3 Taiga. 3 Taiga, 3 jungle, 4 vivid, 4 rainforest. Is that science? That sounds like science. Okay, so with that on the way, we can work on our exhibit a little bit. And also we need to have a little think about what we want to go with the... Stop squeaking. What we want to go with the Deinonychus. There's going to be 14 of them in here, so I'm thinking just not that many herbivores, but maybe a couple bigger herbivores wandering around, kind of a little awkward for them, but you know, they can get into it. They can have a pretty chill time. Everyone's going to have a chill time. Also, I would love some ideas. I'm pretty settled on having like a pack. I want to max out this. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Jungle. Okay. I want to max out the social need of the Spinoraptor, which I think gives us at least 4 of them. So this area here is going to be our final little island. It's going to be quite small, but what do we do to make that... How do we make that Spinoraptor Island interesting? That's what I want to know from you guys in the comments down below. What would you do for a Spinoraptor Island to finish off our lagoon? Feel free to let me know down below. That would be really cool. Now, I'm just going to nudge this a little bit. Yeah. I really wish I had a smaller brush. I just want it to look... all the other islands, like these 3 here, they're covered in water. These ones are, actually they're pretty dry. That's got a big ass lagoon in the middle of the lagoon. That's decently wet. This one I want to feel quite landlocked. You know, like this one's like a proper little island in the middle of the lagoon, whereas the others are more stretches of land that I've kind of poked out into it. It also needs some water, but I don't want to ruin it. I like the shape as it is. Oh, look at that lighting. Oof. Take it home to meet your mum, but we must add water. What I'm thinking for it is a thin river curling around the left side of the mountain, like from here to here. Let's give that a go. Oh, maybe we can even have a little... I like that. Oh, what are you doing? No, stop that. Stop that right now. If we can get a little bit in there, though, that'd be nice. Yeah, just a little patch. It should. I mean, it should still be wet, right? It needs to be big and wet, but not as wet, basically. Minimize the wetness. Maximize your happiness. It's not a good motto for life. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. How are we doing over here? These are going to take a while, aren't they? Yeah, we're basically going to finish the island and then... I'm going to skip ahead and ship over a bajillion Deinonychus, and then we'll talk a little bit while we do the final one. So let's continue working. We're going to need feeders, and we're going to need... We might need more than 1 feeder, now that I think about this. There we go, let's get our dinos out. That's something to do. Jungle! Jungle, of course, is the one that you unlock via challenge mode in the game. I think all you have to do is complete challenge mode once, if I remember right. I still haven't done challenge mode, Jurassic difficulty. Oh, I keep meaning to do it and I keep forgetting. Oh no, maybe I need to do that. I will think.
Adding task.
Right, let's get those out. Lovely stuff. You're going to be a little bit longer, aren't you? But we'll get the next two Taiga ones on the go. Come on, you. Some dinosaurs are so quick and snappy, they jump out and like, rah, here I am, world. Signed, sealed, delivered, you know. Don't judge me, love me. But the Deinonychus, bloody Nora, they take their time. Bomb, 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 bomb. Now, last time we did a big old hill, the hill was devoid of forest. I think this time we go the opposite way and we make it a big old foresty hill. Look at that, that makes things up. It kind of looks like a weird little, look at their eyes and he's got a hat. Everything I make has a face on it. It's never on purpose, but it just kind of happens. Maybe it is on purpose. Maybe this is who I am. I want this back end to be... I like the idea of this being kind of... I like there's little glimpses that you can see just through there, but it's this kind of fairly rugged island in the distance, right? And because you're going to approach via the monorail, you're going to go this way. As you look over, all you're going to see is this sort of boundary of forest. And it's only when you get over that the rest of the island opens itself up a little bit and you see all the Deinonychuses running around, because you're probably not going to see them over here. I mean, it's pretty cool. You know what I'm like? Gotta tell a story with these dinosaurs, with these islands, with these worlds that you build. Very nice. Rainforest. You on the way? Right, so that's my two other Taigas. Where's my Taiga? That one. Oh, you're jungle. Where's my Taiga? You're my Taiga. Lovely stuff. Let's shoot them in the face.
Understood. No problem.
No problem. I'm happy to shoot your dinosaurs for you. It still looks like a face. I'm going to have to change this little bit here. I'm going to get this to go on. Oh, that worked out better. Oh, I didn't do that last time, but hey, oh, there we go. Alright, so I mean, you need some stuff down here. You can't be devoid of hills and trees, but something like that. I don't. Yeah, they're just these trees up here. This is why I want different trees, right? Because what I'd love to do is use different trees on here. Ones that kind of, I don't know. Then you can kind of sell the idea that these trees are a species that favors the high ground. You know. They've been watching a lot of Star Wars, they love the high ground, and therefore it's a different species than the ones a little bit down here, but that's not the case, unfortunately. I'm going to create like a little boundary across the river as well. It's kind of like a little... I really like how that one looks from this side, especially with that sort of the mist rolling in from the northwest over there. I suppose that's actually the southeast, but there you go. Kind of little shrouded isle. It's really hard for me to not go overboard on the trees. I'm already kind of having to fight back myself to stop me doing it. Right, let's put in some feeders. I'm going to put in 2 goat feeders. Yeah. How are we doing? Nope. Alright. Taiga. Rainforest. It's bloody hard to keep up, I tell you, there's so many of them. Let's get them shipped over. Shut up, phone. Shut up, phone. I'm selling something on Facebook Marketplace. We're going to talk about this briefly. Those of you who are active on Reddit will have seen, not on the Jurassic World Evolution subreddit, on just Reddit in general, right? There's a very popular subreddit called Choosing Beggars, right? It's about people who are offered something, people in dire need or whatever, and offered something, and they choose to... They basically like say that it's still not good enough, despite it being free and very helpful or whatever. And at the end of the day, it's kind of devolved into basically anyone who's picky or annoying in general when it comes to buying and selling and getting stuff. And I'm selling something on Facebook Marketplace, right? It's just taking up room. My room is tiny. I need to make some room in my room, basically. And it's selling for 150 quid. That's the idea. And the first comment I got was, "Will you take 50?" And when I said no, he called me a dick. I'm like, oh, okay, pal, sorry. I'm not going to knock off 2/3 of the price. Ugh, people.
Adding to the list.
Anyways, I'm pretty happy with the island, I've got to say. I'm gonna have a little think about what other dinosaurs we want on there, but actually, we're going to make the river just a little bit skinnier, I think.
Asset transportation complete.
Yeah, I'm already happier with that. Okay. I'm going to ship over all the Deinonychus. We'll come back and we'll work on our final few dinosaurs and talk about the next episode and all of that kind of jazz. Hooray! Folks, the final 2 Deinonychus are just reaching their 89-90%-ish sort of mark, so they'll be shifting over fairly soon. The other 12 are on the way or already there. They form like this really nice couple of separate gaggles, but we do have a affirmed alpha. It's this lovely boy, lovely girl I should say, right here. Because they're all in the exact same rating, they've all got the basic default stuff, generally speaking, and then the 5% from the skins. They shouldn't really have alpha contests and stuff like that. They should be fairly chill with each other, in theory. Because we're at max social, they will, however, have little dino fights. They will square up to each other and I'm the best Deinonychus. No, I'm the best Deinonychus. I don't know why that one talks like that, but it does just roll with it. But it should never actually mean anything, as far as I know. They have sort of broken into 2 little groups. These guys over here just have a little chin wag in a big old group of 5. The others hanging around over here. Lovely stuff. Any hoozle. I've had a little think about it, and we are going to bring in some herbivores, but they have to feel tough. You know, they have to feel like herbivores who could stand up to this kind of pressure from 14 little carnivores. Now, we've already had quite a few ankylosaurians. We had the Polacanthus and the Ankylosaurus in here, and also the Hoangosaurus. Well, that's a Stegosaurus, but you know what? It's Stegosaurid, but they're all smallish armored dinosaurs. I think we want to go for another Hadrosaurus. No, Hadrosaurs will die. I just realised I've neglected Hadrosaurs in the series again. I neglect Hadrosaurs quite a lot. I always feel bad about it. Maybe we can release them into the wild, walking around the park. No, they'll kill people. Will the sauropods? The sauropods will kill people. Will Struthiomimus kill people? That is the question. I'm going to have to do like a little bit of science, because I actually, off the top of my head, I cannot remember if Struthiomimus is capable of killing guests. I feel like it is, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we're going to get another ceratopsid, because we only have the Spinoceratops so far, so they've been a little bit neglected, I would say. So let's get ourselves some speed. And let's pick a... What ceratopsid? We always get Sinoceratops, because I adore the Sinoceratops. What ceratopsid do we ignore? Chasmosaurus? Torosaurus for sure, because I just don't care about Torosaurus. I'm so sorry, Torosaurus, but you're rubbish. Stegoceratops makes a lot of sense because, you know, it's this big, tough one. It's not going to be taken down by Deinonychus. None of them are, but, you know, it doesn't look like it would. It looks like a tank. But I'm not feeling it. I am feeling the Styraco or the... No, let's go for the Penta. Because the Penta also is massive. And, again, doesn't really look like the kind of ceratopsid that would be taken down by a... Deinonychus. We're looking for big boys. We're looking for absolute units now. Social. What do you... There we go. I think we're going to get 2 of them. Are we going to get 2 of them? Yeah. We could just have 1. Oh, maybe I just want 1. I kind of like the idea of just 1 lone Pentaceratops living along all these Deinonychus. And they kind of just put up with each other. The Penta's happy. The Penta's like... You know, it's like Shrek, right? The Pentaceratops is Shrek. And it's got its little swamp. And it wants to chill there. And it gets annoyed about all the little things. But it doesn't kill them. Like, every now and again, maybe it'll be like, you know, get out my swamp, go away, blah, blah, blah. And there's all these little random woodland creatures living in the area. But it kind of just gets along and does its thing. It's not going to kill them. It's not going to move. It's his swamp. This is where the Penta has always lived. But it lives alone. You know, it's lonely. And maybe eventually we'll have a Shrek 2. And we'll give it a donkey and stuff. But that's not the point. I think for now we're just going to have the 1 Penta. I think that might be the only herbivore I add. We've already got so many dinosaurs. Through the sheer vast quantities of Deinonychus.
No problem.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's roll with that. Okay then, so we need a feeder for our upcoming dino. Try hide them a little bit. Is there anything I want to do to this island to make it a little bit more interesting? What I'd like to do... I don't know if this is going to work. If I put a feeder up there... Yeah, I like the idea of Deinonychus having a reason to climb up into these hills every now and again. I might actually get rid of one of their feeders. Probably that one there. Already. I There they go. See, I like that. You can't see them anymore. You can't really track them in these woods at all. You might get a little glimpse. You can just about spot them. Only if we hop into Ansel, we can we can hop down in here and see them feasting under the full moon. But it's nice to give them a little quiet place, and also it gets the Pentaceratops a little bit of freedom. We're actually going to get rid of both feeders, and we'll put the Penta one there. Once the dinosaurs bugger off, let's get rid of that. So the idea is the Penta has his own little. I'm going to put it there. The Penta has his own little chill area down here, and the dinos keep getting sort of moved over to this area over here. Now, they won't stay over here because they have to come back for water, but look at them all. That's kind of creepy, in a way. These dark, shadowy figures just ascending into the wilderness, into the woodland. That looks better this way. I like the shadows. Look at them go. Spooky. Right. Did I get rid of... Oh, I put down the wrong feeder. Ha! No, away. Bad. I'm really struggling with that for some reason. There we go. And I do want some more trees down here. I know. I was going to try to resist, but I failed. Okay, leave me alone. I just like trees. There we go. You want it to maybe join in a little bit like that. Let's get some... Put that sort of around the top of the hill so the trees kind of blend in with the woodland. And I retain that this looks really dumb from above. You know, it looks really patterny and all the bushes are basically the same exact size, but then you get down here and it looks, I think... Well, still not great, but it looks better, you know? I do think that's one thing we really need more variety in. I love how those lights look reflecting on the water. Love that. So we should only have 2 feeders. Yep. Still got the 1 alpha. Oh, it's a different one though. It's number 11 now. It's my vivid one. That's very interesting. Maybe they're little social battles then. I wasn't sure about this. I did suspect, but maybe they're little social battles that they have when they're at max population need. Whenever a dinosaur's at max population, it'll square up to its friends, basically. Maybe those social battles are actually still alpha battles as well. I suspected, but I never knew. There we go, you big old puppy dog, aren't you? The ceratopsid with the massive legs. Oh no, we have a slight issue here. Yeah. Okay, it's not going to be the happiest Pentaceratops because its population needs are a little bit too low. But dinosaur breakouts are off. In theory, it doesn't actually matter. It's a little annoying. I didn't think about that at the time. That's my bad. Anywho. Let's see what we can do here. Now, this is going to be difficult because what I'd like to do is do like a loop. Now, that's not possible because you can't ever cross a monorail over another... Huh. If you went over a hill, we can't do it here, but if you went over a big enough hill, could you cross a monorail over another monorail? I've never tried to do that, but now I'm really curious. You know what I mean? So, like, if we had this hill here, you do a loop there. Huh. What do I mean? Yeah, if this was a big hill, and then... Because you'd go around like this, and as you can see, the monorail goes up, right? So... no. Okay, I don't think so. The monorail drops down instantly to match, so I guess not. I don't know. I don't, maybe there's something there. Maybe. The good thing about this is it kind of... You know what I'm like with blank space, and this kind of kills quite a lot of the blank space in this area. What I want to do is curve there. I don't think that's going to ever work though. It's definitely going to be too tight. So we're not going to be allowed to go in this little bit. It'd be really cool if you do like alternate tracks and stuff. But no dice. We are going to end up disconnecting this one and killing this one. That's going to connect right to there. I actually don't need this. No, I do still need this. Because I want to release the Spinoraptors directly here. And then we're basically going to build the island around them. Because I don't want to release 4 Spinoraptors, oddly enough, into this exhibit over here. Because they will murder absolutely bloody everything. So I think we'll just keep that unfinished for now. That's going to take you in a nice little circle around here. Probably go a little bit further around to there. Drop you off into here, and then you'll do your little thing. I think I also want a path here, just because we haven't done a path between these two, and we're not doing a path between these two. And we don't have a path between these two, we don't have a path between these two. We need some paths. The paths are cool. They're like little bridges. So we're just going to do... how did you connect? A big one? We will do a little one. We're going to do 2 little ones. 2 little babies. 2 little baby paths standing in a row. It's not a song, BestInSlot. It's not a song. This is why I'm not a singer. Not because I can't sing, which is also true, but because I sing about baby paths and iron pickaxes, and people just aren't into it. There we go. I like that. I'm tempted to do a little thing here. Maybe have like a... It's thinking out loud, basically. So it comes forward, and there's a circle, and, you know, little circle design. Have a little tree and a little pool in the middle. Maybe a little shop or something. Maybe do it more like here. And then, poof, connects onto there. And just kind of connect them all a little bit more than they are. I don't know. Is that all our dinos? Nope, just waiting on the penta. Right. I just want to do one thing. Where are all my... There.
Asset requiring collection.
I really like how they look in front of this sort of weirdly blue flared smoke. I think it looks really nice. The thumbnail screenshot, which I grabbed during my breeding bit, unfortunately, is kind of based on that. There's so many of them. They're so colourful. Look at them all. Little blue sticking together. Have we got racist Deinonychus? Because all 4 of the rainforest ones are very close to each other. Although now they are going absolutely bloody mental. There's nothing down here, lads. Oh, I'm super tired. I do want to put a tree there, but the game's not going to let me do it. I should do this more often. Just little dots of bush. Little dots of bush. That's what we all want, folks. That's what we all want. And it kind of happens anyway, because when you're putting your trees down, it does add it. Bloody no, that's a lot of people. Anyways, that should be it. We should be Dunsel, Washington. Penta is in. He's now surrounded. Running away. Yeah, a little bit unhappy, which is what I expected, but you'll be okay, buddy. You'll be okay. I don't know if it cares about the Deinonychus. At the moment, it's just kind of roaming around happily. Do you care? Are you okay? I like you anyway. Oh, I love that lighting as well. This is actually one of my favourite times of day. When it's between like the normal time, where it's like bright blue, really bad time of day. This would be about 6 o'clock, you know, in like normal hours. I know that doesn't really make sense for seasons and stuff, you know, but just before dusk hits, it's kind of getting a little bit darker. The lighting's a little bit harsh. People, like, when people first start photography, they have like this idea that middle of the day is like the best time to take photos, but middle of the day is actually like the worst time to take photos for the majority of photos, because it creates very harsh lighting, very harsh shadows. This is more what you'd aim for. Maybe a little bit earlier than this, but still. I love it. I mean, it looks great. You don't care. Do you care? No, just roaming. It's just bizarre, isn't it? I actually love how it looks there. It looks really weird, like how the body's sort of contorted down the hill. Just gonna have a little bit of food. Not a care in the world. I could add another one, but I do like my little Shrek story. But we'll see. So, next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need names for... Let's do a little check here. Because obviously we're not going to do another episode after the next episode, so we kind of need to name everything in the next episode. So, Spinoraptor. Social... Oh, God. Oh god. Okay, you could have 8 Spinoraptors. I think that's excessive. How many skins are there? We're going to go for how many skins there are. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 5 Spinoraptors, right? We're going to have a group of 5 Spinoraptors. So what we need from you lovely folks down below is 5 Spinoraptors names, 14 Deinonychus names, so feel free to just suggest a ton of them, and I'll just do what I always do and pick out the best ones. 14 Deinonychus names, and 1 lovely Pentaceratops name. One final reminder, do not leave these name suggestions in the comment section for this video. If you go into the description, you'll see a link to something called Qt. You can sign up super fast. I'm going to use it for all my future dinosaur park building videos, so, you know, it may be a little bit annoying for now, but you'll be able to use it forever. And, I think I'm going to have to make a new one every single series based on what I've heard from the QT staff, but we shall see, because I don't think I can clear comments. But I'll talk about that in the next series anyway, and we'll just make more, that's fine. And what else do I want to say? And that's it, you just leave your name suggestions, so you can tag it with the appropriate grouping. So for Deinonychus, small carnivore; for Pentaceratops, ceratopsid; and for the Spinoraptor, make sure you tag it with the comment hybrid. You'll see like a little tag section where I've put all the different types of dinosaur in the game. Hybrid's one of your options, just click the hybrid one, and that way what I can do when I go on it is click hybrid and see everyone who's only suggested hybrid names. Same for small carnivores, for Deinonychus, blah 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 blah. Right, we're going to end it there. Deinonychus Hill is officially finished. Next episode, Spinoraptors. Again, I'd love some suggestions. What can we do to make the Spinoraptor exhibit interesting to look at? How can we fit something interesting down here with our final 5 dinosaurs? I have no ideas right now, but I'd love some, so let me know. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, please do hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and this series so far. Cheers for much love as always. Bye-bye. Quick little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.